Howdy folks, welcome back to another weekly tech tip with Ben. This week we're going back to the Google Slides well. Okay, here's another great activity you can do with your students in digital storytelling, and it's stop motion using Google Slides. So most stop motion, it's done through photography. You take a picture of it, and then you move it a little bit, you take a picture, you move it a little bit, you take a picture, and then, claymation, all those sorts of things. This is going to be by copying and pasting a lot within Google Slides. So let's jump right in. So when I've done this in the past with students, I've given them some criteria. So usually I say, it has to be 50 or 100 slides. You need 2 scene changes, you need 3 pieces of dialogue, and then kind of let the rest go to their imagination. So let's set the scene. And to do that, we're going to go into backgrounds like we did a couple weeks ago. So we go to our slide. We're going to go to change background, and then we're going to go to choose image. Now we're going to go into Google Images. I'm going to say empty roadway because I'm going to do a car in our first one. So now I want to insert like a subject into it. So I am going to go to, as we said, you can search Google from within Google Slides. So I'm going to go insert an image, and I'm just going to go search the web. The key here to make it look good is you're going to want a PNG file. That means it has transparent background, so you don't have the white box around it. So let's look at car front. If I was to throw that in there, obviously it would look awful, right? Because it doesn't fit in at all. So the idea is you want to fit it in as best you can. So generally, if you see these checkers around an image, it means it's a PNG file. However, sometimes they just put those there because you can buy the PNG. So let's throw it in. We'll see if it actually is a PNG. And it isn't. Okay. So one thing you can do is actually type in PNG, and that'll give you more success. But see, once again, they're kind of fooling you with these PNGs. Okay. So eventually I found one. But remember, the other option is always you can use remove background. Remove .pg, and then you can take the background off of any image that you want. So maybe I did want like a realistic looking car, so I can take this guy and I can copy image address, and I can then Control V, paste it, and then boom, so it's removed the background, and then I can download. That's nice. I have a plugin with Canva now. So now I have, let's use that car. So searching within Slides is good, but it also kind of limits, I find, how much you can find. So if you want to just search on the web, I would do it that way. There's our photo. We drag it in, and here we go. Well, that's impressive. You can actually see through the back windshield. That's really good. So the idea is I'm going to have this car driving towards camera. So it's really easy to do. Obviously, if it's far away, I'm just going to make it small. That's our first scene. It's quite easy once you get going. All you have to do is you're going to go to the left, and you're just going to duplicate your slide. Okay? And then when you duplicate your slide, you're just going to make a slight change, and then you're going to duplicate it again. Make a slight change, duplicate it again. Slight change, duplicate it again. So I'll show you what I mean. So that's the first slide. On the second slide, it's coming towards us. So we're going to make it a little bigger. Then we duplicate it. It's coming towards us. So we make it a little bigger. If you're doing that, you might have to kind of mess with its positioning a little bit. And then we're going to duplicate. So now we get to the part where we're actually going to have it coming kind of off or out of camera or out of focus. So we have 13 slides it took us to get for this car to drive up. So let's preview the slideshow and kind of show what it looks like. So that's pretty simple. By just slightly changing the size of it, you gave that feeling that this car is coming at you and going past you. So like that could be your first scene. All right, so we have the car front. Now we need the car back, and we might as well try to get the same car or similar. So it looks like that one, I would say. So let's copy image address, go to remove BG, and we paste it in. Boom. So now we'll have this transition of the car driving forward and the car driving front. But we want to set up some drama in here, so let's, I don't know, put something in the road. So we look up a rock, PNG. So now we'll have our car come. So this time we'll start off big and get small. Okay, so let's say we've gotten to the rock, we want to hit it. Now we need some sort of bang or crash. So look up bang. Okay, let's just use this to represent our bang. So one thing, you'll see that it's in front of the car, so we're going to have to use layer. We're going to have to use order. We're going to send backwards. Okay, so now we have this bang that's between the car and the rock. So we'll start off really small. So let's kind of view our quick little slideshow. Boom. So there we have told this small story of this guy driving down the road, hitting a rock, bang. Now you can have characters move left and right. I'll show you an example of one that I put a lot of work into as an example for my students. So this is a story of this alien exploring the universe. And that's it. So that was like about 100 slides. Here's an example of one of my students' work. And that's it. It's a really easy way to make stop motion, and you don't need, that much technical ability, and you can tell little fun stories and practice with Google Slides and the idea of animation. All right. Thank you. See you in the next one.